That's my favorite thing. I'm quoting Letterkenny, you won't know what I'm talking about. All right, so who wants to be a voice actor in this room besides Miles? Oh, dig it, dig it, dig it. All right.
I gotta go show my friends.
What's the most? Oh, that's not. What's the most important thing? What's like the basis of voice acting? Yes.
Acting.
Yes! Ding, 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 ding.
Goodness.
I have so many times people come up to me and they'll just start doing voices, or they'll be like, I should get into voiceover. My friends at work say I do a great Bugs Bunny, or I do a great Homer Simpson, or I do Mickey Mouse. I should totally be a voice actor. I'm like, that's great. Let me hear it. And they'll do their impression, and it's great. It's an impression, but that's all it is. Okay? There's no point in doing a great impression or being able to alter your voice unless you can perform with that voice. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking for voice impressionists, they're looking for voice actors. Let's go back in time for a second and mention some names. Who knows who? Let's just bring up the godfather of voiceover, Mel Blanc. Who knows who Mel Blanc is?
Yep.
Miles, I know you know. Tell everyone some voices Mel Blanc has done.
Oh, he's the man of 1,000 voices. He's pretty much done
Name some characters he did.
Bugs Bunny,
Bugs Bunny and
Daffy Duck,
and
Porky Pig,
Porky Pig and
Wow.
anyone else? Throw it. Who knows Mel Blanc?
Elmer Fudd, Pepe Le Pew,
Technically,
Marsden.
he didn't do Elmer Fudd.
Dino from the Flintstones.
He did Elmer Fudd after Arthur Q. Bryant.
Yes.
Barney Rubble,
He was Barney Rubble, that's right.
Dino.
And Dino.
So,
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff the cat, that's right.
Mr. Spacely,
Mr. Spacely. But basically, the dude is
a legend.
like a legend and a voice chameleon.
Yeah.
All right? Why was he so great? Yes?
He was a good actor.
He was a good actor. Thank you. Thank you. What's your name?
Angelina.
Angelina. Thank you. You got it. It seems silly what he was doing cartoon voices, and sometimes people like, oh, that's not real acting. People will say, because I do a lot of on-camera stuff as well, and then I kind of stopped doing on-camera to do voiceover, and people would meet me like, oh, so you do a lot of voiceover, so you're not acting anymore.
Oh.
I'm like, no, there's still acting involved. Let's go back to Mel Blanc, for example. Like, he does Daffy Duck and Sylvester. Both the characters are kind of similar in tone, like Sylvester the cat. A little bit deeper down here, he's got a lisp. I think I got Daffy Duck, also a lisp. A little bit higher in the register, maybe a little bit more arrogant. But basically, if you closed your eyes, I'm pretty sure you can tell the difference between Daffy and Sylvester because Mel Blanc could separate those voices. Who knows who June Foray is? Yes, I know you know, Miles. Who's June Foray?
She's essentially the female Mel Blanc. She voiced Rocky the Squirrel, Granny, Witch Hazel, both the Disney and Warner Brothers version.
Yes. You recognize these characters?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
How about, did anyone watch the OG DuckTales in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was Magica Dispel.
Yep.
And Ma Beagley.
And Ma Beagle.
Yeah. In the classic, The Grinch Stole Christmas half hour.
Cindy Lou.
Oh, yeah.
She was Cindy Lou Who. She has just one little line. But also June Foray, back in the day, in the 50s, they do movies, and they couldn't find a lot of good kid actors. They'd hire kids to be in a scene, and the kids couldn't really act, so they hired June to come in and loop the kids. She could sound like kids, much like Tara Strong. We all know who Tara Strong is.
Yes.
Ray Delisle, amazing talents. That's another benefit of being an actor, a female actor in voiceover. You could do little dude voices as well as little girl voices if that's in your wheelhouse. You get twice as much opportunity. You know how much work I've lost to Tara Strong? A lot.
A for effort.
Thank you, A for effort.
Well, to be fair, you don't necessarily possess her assets.
But he can do kid boy
What are we talking about here? I definitely do not have her talent, and I know that's what you meant.
Yes.
He can do a
Her
child
prowess.
voice.
No, that's another thing I love about being a voice actor. It's like, another reason I kind of transitioned from on camera. I felt like there was a mode in on camera where it was a little more like the competition was fierce and everyone was kind of out to get one another. In voiceover, it was less pretentious. We were all very supportive of one another. And like I'd go up for roles against Kevin Michael Richardson and Rob Paulson, and I would not be upset if I found out one of them got it. I'm like, well, I can't do what Kevin does. I can't do what Rob does. it's individualized, and we just do the best that we can, and the support is amazing. Here's a great story I have for you, just to highlight the community of our business. So when The Simpsons, we know the show The Simpsons?
Yeah.
We're familiar with that show? Okay. Just making sure, I don't know. It's only been around like 20, 30 years.
I've never watched a full episode.
Never watched a full episode?
Well, I had parents who wouldn't let me watch it. I just never got onto it afterward.
Okay, well, that's fine, that's fine. But you're aware of The Simpsons?
Yeah, I know of it by
You
reputation.
know how popular it is. So it got so popular that the actors got together, like, we'd like a little pay raise. It'd be nice. You guys are making gobs of money, and we'd like to share in that. We're helping in the collaboration of this. And Fox said, no, we're going to recast you. And a call went out to all of us. And I got a call one day. I'll remember. It was sometime in 1998. I got a phone call from my agent, which was weird because my agent also represented Dan Castellaneta, who's the voice of Homer Simpson. And he asked me, he's like, how's your Homer Simpson? I'm like, I don't know, it's all right. Why? He's like, well, this is happening and they're recasting. And I went, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. That role is Dan Castellaneta's. He deserves it. And they should give him all the money that they deserve. I can't speak for my entire peer group, but I know that a lot of us did the same thing. We're like, we're not touching that. That's theirs. Give them the money, and sure enough, they could not find any suitable replacement. As well, they shouldn't have, and they gave them their dough, and they're still the voices to this day.
That's their project.
There's their project. Yeah. So, I could do a Homer Simpson. This is my impression of it. Go. I want a donut. That's it. But Dan is like if you cast we've all heard cartoons where they've kind of like had a different actor do it. It makes a difference, especially in not just the sound, but the personality of the character. And I'm like, I think anyone else would have destroyed Homer Simpson by trying to do a measly impression and not bring what Dan did to it. All right. What else do I want to talk about? June Foray and
Frank Welker.
Frank Welker. Thank you. There we go. Who knows who Frank Welker is besides Miles? I don't know. You know. What's your name again, friend?
Oh, me? Cameron.
Cameron. Miles and Cameron. Who else? Frank Welker? Yes, sir. Who's Frank Welker?
Voice roles include, he was Fred from Scooby-Doo, like beginning to now.
Still is.
Yes. Still.
He later in the role of Scooby as well. He was also the voice of Megatron in the Transformers cartoon, the original. And then reprised the role for, I believe, the latest live-action movie, not the others.
Yep. What else? Anyone know? Yes.
Rolf the Guard and Go-Go Dodo from
Sure.
Animaniacs and Tiny Toons, respectively.
Okay, there you go. Anyone else? All right, who's seen Raiders of the Lost Ark? Yes? Okay. You know the scene where the monkey eats the bad date and he dies? Okay, that monkey was voiced by Frank Welker.
Yep.
Steven Spielberg was like, he couldn't get a good performance out of the monkey, he hired Frank to do the monkey. And the monkey sounds familiar.
A boo.
It's also a Boo from Aladdin.
And he's the Cape of Wonders and Raja.
And he's the Cape of Wonders and Raja. Who disturbs my slumber?
He's the only guy from the original who reprised his roles in the live-action one.
Yes, he was also in the live action. He was the Cape of Wonders for that as well.
And a Boo and Raja.
And he was also who's seen Gremlins?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was Stripe, the evil gremlin. Gizmo, caca. Yeah, that's Frank. Frank is also now, like I work with him, and he's the current voice of Garfield, the cat, which is originated by Lorenzo Music.
He does a great approximation of Lorenzo Music's Garfield.
Yes, he's a great. Frank is an amazing impressionist. He started out doing impressions back in the day. He was a stand-up comic.
Dean
and he
Martin
opened
roast.
for. Pardon?
He was on the Dean Martin roast for George Burns.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And he opened for Loretta Lynn in Vegas, and he was in a movie with Elvis. He did a lot of variety shows, and then he landed, Scooby-Doo, and from there it just kind of went. But beyond like being an impressionist, he also, like I mentioned, some of these characters, he was gifted in doing like creature sounds, animal sounds, breathing life to them, and performing with those voices. All that stuff we're gonna try this afternoon, just to show you. Those of you who are like, I can do this, well, we'll put that to the test. For sure.
This will be interesting.
Let's see, what time is it? We should probably just dive right into...
14 minutes after 1.
All right, dig it. Let's get into the play session of this.
Oh boy.
Part of being? Is this on the screen now?
Yes.
That's not, no, it needs to be here. So the screen, unless I can mirror, and I don't have a mirror.
It's like a double screen feature, I guess. Will we see that on the screen? I think we're seeing what you're saying now.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're seeing what you are seeing.
Excellent.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the, a lot of windows.
It kind of reduces the.
Does it look zoomed in on your end or something?
It's zoomed in, but I just don't. I can't. My 45-year-old eyes can't look at this now anymore. I'm going to.
That's
I didn't expect this to happen. If you don't mind, I'm just going to keep the copy here. I thought it'd be fun for you guys to see the copy and read along, but it kind of degrades the
okay.
the quality.
Right.
So I'm just going to do that. Close.
I think it's
Arrangement. Non-mirror display.
like a side effect of the HDMI.
Awesome. Oh, that's so much better. All right. So, for those who are interested in this, one of the main things you have to do is make a fool of yourself
Yes.
at a moment's notice. Who wants to make a fool of themselves?
I'll do it.
Cameron, come on up.
Yes!
There we go.
All right. You have this is just, it's a simple, quick copy right here. They're called karaokeans. They're little aliens with like monitors on their bellies. This is mine if you stand or sit. I was gonna do like mic prep, technical stuff, but I'd rather you just stand up, or if you're comfortable sitting, it's up to you.
Is this good?
No, it's gonna be too loud. I'm just gonna kill the mic aspect. We can all project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. So, the description is they're green aliens with monitors on their bellies. The plan to put a filter on their voices so they sound high-pitched and electronic. These characters sing along to Rakita songs, a character in a show. I don't even know what show this is from. Please read for each side. Just pick a voice, and the first line is singing. Just make up your own sort of rhythm and melody. And then this line here is funny conversation, and then just alien laughter. Go for it, Cameron.
Okay. Rock, rock, we sing. Rock, rock, rock the Rokinian way. We Rokinians ding-a-sing to your groove beats. No, we Rokinians, sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. Honor the mistakes. Just barrel through it. See, make beauty out of the mistakes if you can.
We karaokeans ding-a-sing to your groovy beats.
We karaoke's dig singing, sing-inging. I know that's the way they wrote it. Dig sing-inging to your groovy.
We karaokeans dig sing-inging to your groovy beats.
Awesome, you made a fool of yourself. Have a seat. Who wants to do it? Who wants? Next, come on up. Come on up.
Go.
What's your name?
Chris.
Chris. You're gonna do the same thing. Just pick a voice, and you gotta. This first line you just sing, make up your own melody. Next one, dig, sing, inging.
Roquita?
Raquita or make it up.
Rock the Rakita way. We karaokeans dig singing to your groovy beats.
Nice. And now, but oh, nice laughter. Can you project a little bit more? And just make up your own song after singing. And see where it goes. You can repeat this twice if you want, or just make up. Don't think, just do it.
Rock the Rakita way. Rockin' singing all day long. We karaokeans dig singing to your groovy beats. Oh, isn't this great? This is fun.
Outstanding. Have a seat. Chris, one more person who wants to make a fool of themselves, come on up. And then you can. What was it? What's your name again? Angelina?
Yeah.
Why don't you just come up with her?
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Same thing. Make up an alien voice, and then just make up your own song. And then we karaokeans dig singing your groovy beats, friendly conversation, then alien laughter. You go first. You go first. Don't think about it. Just do it.
Rock the Rakita way. Na. We karaokeans dig the singing to your groovy beats.
Awesome. Project more like you did with the laugh at the top.
Rock the Rakita way, yeah!
Uh-oh.
Rock the Rakita way. We karaokeans dig singing to your groovy beats.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. You stay over here. Now you try it.
Rock, rock, rock the Rocadian way. We karaoke and stick, sing, sing to your groovy beats. Ooh, friendly conversation.
Awesome, awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. Hold on, let me do it one more time. Just a little bit louder here. You don't say this part. It's like the direction here. So you're singing this. Rock, rock, rock the key away. I've heard this beat several times. Come up with a different beat. And then make this friendly conversation. You don't have to say friendly conversation. But now they're just like, now we're just talking to our friendly alien friends. And then just laughter here. So from the top, with the song. And you make it last as long as you want.
Rock, rock.
Project a little louder!
Rock, rock, rock the Rocarian way. We karaoke and stick, sing to your groovy beats.
All right, awesome, awesome. Hold on. Now both of you do it at the same time. Okay, I'll count you in. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Rock, rock, rock the Rocarian way. We karaoke and stick, singing to your groovy beats.
Very nice.
Good stuff, good stuff. I did that last bit to see how they work together, and they were in unison. It could have been a train wreck, but they listened to one another, and that's something that's important with acting. So let's go back to like the beginning question. Like acting is the main part of this. So for anyone doing want to pursue voiceover, definitely recommend you take acting classes, which would be scene study, theater, improv. I'm a big fan of improv because it gets you out of your head. You play these games and they build you up to fail gracefully, and sometimes that it can be hysterical. Let's go right into another acting portion of this, because I have a feeling we all know how to be silly and cartoony, but a lot, like majority of the cartoons I read for these days, it could be like, all right, so it's a show starring this rabbit who works at a candy store, and he's got big rainbow eyes and these antlers that look like roller coasters, but we want it to sound real.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So I have a very dramatic copy. This is from the Avengers cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
The character of Leader, if we're not familiar with. But basically it's a highly intelligent, self-absorbed villain. Miles, I have a feeling you want to try this.
Sure.
Come on up. Come on up. Now what we're looking for, man, is I'm going and just read the first 3 lines here. Okay, I'll give you a second to look them over first while I monologue to the audience. I'm gonna beat you all up just trying to pull a performance, just to give you a little flavor of what a producer might expect for something like this. Hello, new friends.
Hello.
Thanks. You're here for the Marsden voiceover workshop? You're in the right spot. Excellent, excellent. You guys, we're going to do copy. You guys interested in volunteering and reading for stuff?
Absolutely.
Excellent, excellent. All right, good. Then you'll be next. How about that? Okay. We're going to do the same. We're going to do the same. Even though it's a male character, we could cast a female as this if we want. It's not the 90s. What is the aughts? It's gonna be the Roaring 20s again.
Yeah.
Miles, you ready to give it a shot?
How hammy is this character?
How hammy?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, is he completely and totally serious, or does he have a bit of flair to his personality?
No, I just want it straight. I want it straight.
All right.
Straight read. No ham whatsoever.
Okay, no ham.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. The shipment arrives in New York City tomorrow morning on board a Stark Industries freighter. Bring it to me. Whatever occurred here at the Cube seems to have occurred at the Vault and the Big House as well. Intriguing. Leave? Why would we ever leave here? This is where I'm going to change the world.
Excellent, excellent. So I need a couple things. I need you to project a little bit more, but at the same time, keep him grounded. He's so intelligent.
All right.
All right. And at the end, this is when we're going to change the world, even though it's in caps.
Okay.
Just keep it. You know how sometimes the most sinister is underplayed like
Subtlety.
Subtlety, like not James Brolin. Josh Brolin's Thanos.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
You know, try something like.
But not exactly like.
Not an impression, but just like think that.
The shipment arrives in New York City tomorrow morning on board a Stark Industries freighter. Bring it to me. Whatever occurred here at the Cube seems to have occurred at the vault and the big house as well. Intriguing. Leave? Why would we ever leave here? This is where I'm going to change the world.
Excellent, good direction. Just do the first line again and smile the entire time you're reading it. See what that sounds like.
The shipment arrives in New York City tomorrow morning on board a Stark Industries freighter.
Slow it down. Start again.
The shipment arrives in New York City tomorrow morning.
Keep smiling.
The shipment arrives in New York City tomorrow morning on board a Stark Industries freighter. Bring it to me.
One more time for the top. We're almost there.
The shipment arrives in New York City tomorrow morning on board a Stark Industries freighter. Bring it to me.
Excellent, excellent. You see how that sounded just a little bit different, a little bit more menacing? Just the smile, give it a little bit more color to it. Outstanding, Miles. Have a seat. Give me a round of applause. Give it a shot. Dude, come on down. Look at you. Did you just get married? Congratulations.
I'm afraid I did, so...
What's your name?
My name is Bridget. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Back at you, Bridget. Come on down. You're going to read the same thing Miles did. I'll give you a second to look it over. Maybe I'll switch it up and have you read these 3 lines here. Yes. Amused, questioning his minions. This is like the direction here. I'll just give you a couple of seconds. But think the direction is Thanos. You know, not an impression, but how would you perform a character like that? Are you ready? You seem like you're ready. All right, go for it.
Leave. Why would we ever leave here? This is where I'm going to change the world. Our old friend, go. Deal with this Hulk once and for all. No, abomination, absorbing man. Do not follow him. Let the Hulk go for now. We have work to do.
Very, very good. Leave. Honor the question mark on leave at the beginning. Leave. Why would I? And I would just slow the whole thing down. You're hyper intelligent. You know the character leader. I think is that the one with a big giant brain?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Kinda, yeah.
I hear things. All right, we're good. And issuing in a sinister order. And there's a separation here in this line. Oh, our old friend. So I think you see the Hulk, and maybe just say this to your minion, like, oh, our old friend, go. Deal with him once and for all. Just kind of like you're saying, like, hey, wash that window. And then here, it says annoyed, but tone down the annoyed. You went way too, like, no, abomination absorbing man, just keep it monotone. No, you, take care of this. We have work to do, like, wash my hands of this. Yes, from the top, please, thank you.
Leave? Why would we ever leave here? This is where I'm going to change the world.
Good, good. Do it one more time and smile.
Leave? Why would we ever leave here? This is where I'm going to change the world.
Awesome. I'm going to do it one more time now. I'm going to completely contradict my first direction. Do a period on leave instead of in the question mark now, but smile and see what that sounds like.
Leave? Why would we ever leave here? This is where I'm going to change the world. Our old friend, go. Deal with the Hulk once and for all. No. Abomination, absorbing man, do not follow him. Let the Hulk go for now. We have work to do.
Excellent, excellent. Give me a little bit, this line again, just a little bit curly. No. Abomination, absorbing man. Do not, like, stop them, regard them, make sure they're looking at you, and then give them their direction. I like what's going on here.
No. Abomination, absorbing man, do not follow him. Let the Hulk go for now. We have work to do.
Excellent. Give her a round of applause. Direction very well. That's important. Gotta be able to change it up when the director asks you to do it. You know. Let's see.
Maybe I could play an evil villain one of these days.
You could be. Wow, time is flying. Let's move on to something fun here. There's a character called Dickie Thicket.
Oh dear.
And he's a fun. He looks like he's like from the 20s. He's got this little, like,
Fedora?
Davy Crockett hat on.
Oh, coonskin cap.
Coonskin cap, and he eats lightning. Dickie Thick is a living legend, a folk hero who always lives up to his name, a figure in the ranks of Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone, Johnny Appleseed, and Paul Bunyan. Dickie is the source of rip-roarious tall tales, which he himself has the countenance of being rather, while he himself, the countenance of being a rather small fellow. He can tie up twisters, outstink a skunk, shake a riverbank backwards. Basically, he's like this superhuman character, but he looks like a little boy. He looks very cute. You'll see it. So we'll try. What'd you say?
Deku.
What'd you call me?
From My Hero Academia, Deku.
Yeah.
That's what the character sounds like.
Oh, I know exactly. I only started watching My Hero Academia yesterday.
Well, I haven't actually, so...
What episode is he in, Daku?
The first one.
He's the main character.
He's Victoria.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, this guy's even cuter than Daku. So let's pretend that this is like a real thing, and I'm going to honor, like, we're looking, quiet please, we're going to honor the character, and a guy or a gal can read for this, but I'm looking for someone who can really tap into that sort of young sound. If you really feel like you can do that, young girl with the blue hair, come on forward. What's your name?
Danny.
Danny, and then you can go after her, the green hair. I'm only going by hair colors. And then I want some dudes to try it as well. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Amazing. You look amazing.
Thanks.
So take a look at the guy. Look at his big old cute eyes. And I'll give you a second to just read it first, get familiar with it. The voice description, they said scruffy, has a lisp, raspy, higher pitch, but not girly. Recorded voice can be sped up slightly. So pretend like you're going against Tara Strong. We'll probably book this. Although it was yours truly that was going to do it, but they actually didn't move through with the project. But I was like, I remember when I got the call back, I was in transit. I was going somewhere, and I did the call back in an airport, pacing back and forth, trying to find like the quietest spot in the airport.
They talk like this. Hey there, Robert, what's going on? No, I'm fine. No TSA, leave me alone.
You want to give it a shot? All right, go for it.
It's getting chilly out, Robert. I can't wait to get a new blanket at the trading post. Tell me about it. I've been freezing my buns off. Let me see those tongs. I'm gonna trade these bad boys in at the trading post for a new blanket. Look, boys, I got a new rubby-dubby cubby. Nice and soft to keep me warm at night. Yes, ma'am. You better give that back, Bill. Oh, I like playing Let's Pretend.
All right, hold on for a second. That's great. All right, so it was great. I love the tone of the voice. I love the lisp. You got the voice for sure. Look at me. There's no end. This is not going to help you at all. It sounded, every line sounded kind of the same, had the same sort of rhythm. So think about what's going on with him here. So like it's getting chilly out, Robert. Maybe it's cold. Maybe you can like make it look like he's around the campfire. Maybe you can think about that. The second one here, tell me about freezing my buns off. You know, maybe it's a separate line, completely separate scene. Maybe he's on the top of a mountain. You can shout that out if you want. Let me see those tongs. I'm going to trade these bad boys in the trading post for a new blanket. So, you know, I imagine he's like grabbing those tongs out of someone's hand. He's a tough little guy. Like, hey, give me those tongs. Ooh, maybe he's playing with like, oh, yeah, I can trade these bad boys. You see how the transition there? This one, look, boys. Like, I just love that he's this tiny person, maybe always like jumping on a big rock. And they're like, hey, look, boys, come on. Now, you know, let me address the troops here. And then we'll end on number 5. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So take your time, one line at a time, starting with number 1.
It's getting chilly out, Robert.
Okay, it sounds like he's on the toilet.
Oh boy.
It's getting chilly out, Robert. I can't wait to get a new blanket at the trading post.
Oh, that was good. I love how you took it down. It was a little bit more, I actually felt for him. I was like, oh, he sounds so sweet. Add just a little like, yeah, like he's been rubbing his arms. We don't actually rub your arms. We don't want to hear that on the mic.
It's getting chilly out, Robert.
I'm sorry. Add like a little
Like a little
sound. Yeah.
It's getting chilly out, Rubber. I can't wait to get a new blanket at the trading post.
Okay, that's a little too much. Let's pull it back. Just put like a at the top, and then read the line straight.
Okay. It's getting...
Hold on, I missed the at the top. Just go.
Oh, just
yeah.
It's getting...
Hold on. Let me get off the button.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's getting chilly out, Rubber. I can't wait to get a new blanket at the trading post.
Go ahead. Move on.
Tell me about it. I've been freezing my buns off.
All right, cool. Now it's a completely separate scene, and I lost the little texture you had in your voice. That was really nice in there. Does it feel comfortable?
Yeah.
You do that? Okay.
Yeah.
So someone said, "Wow, Dickie, it's awfully cold in here," and then you respond with,
Tell me about it. I've been freezing my buns off.
"Awesome." Now go to the next line.
Let me see those tongs. I'm gonna trade these bad boys in at the trading post for a new blanket.
Awesome. Now imagine like the animator's gonna have him like just grab him out of this guy's hand, like, "Let me see those. That's wow," and then take a second to like look at him and play with him.
Let me see those tongs. I'm gonna trade these bad boys in at the trading post for a new blanket.
Outstanding. I'm gonna stop you there because we don't have a lot of time, but that was great. You did very well. Give him a round of applause. Look at that support we got in here. What's your name, green hair?
Hiya, I'm Tora.
Dora?
Tora with a T.
Tora! Nice to see you. Tora. We're it's the same character. Let's hear your interpretation of Dickie Thicket.
It's getting chilly out here, Robert. I can't wait to get a new blanket at the trading post. Tell me about it. I've been freezing my buns off. Let me see those tongs. I'm gonna trade these bad boys in at the trading post for a new blanket. Look, boys, I got a new rubby-dubby cubby, nice and soft to keep me warm at night.
All right, cool. I'm going to stop right there, Tora.
Yeah.
And this is not a bad thing, but he sounds awfully sexy.
Oh,
It's like a little Jessica Rabbit. So, I don't know if that's the direction. I don't know if that's the direction the creator wants to go. Well, let's just kind of pitch him up. The typical thing is you can quiet, please, quiet. You can add a little gravel to the voice if you want. You go in your lower register if you can. And tougher. He's a tough little dude. So find your tough little inner boy, Tora.
Yeah. It's getting chilly out, Robert. I can't wait to get...
That's good.
Sorry.
That's good. That's a laughter of encouragement.
Okay. It's getting chilly out, Robert. I can't wait to get a new blanket at the trading post. Tell me about it. I'm freezing my buns off.
Oh, it's not. It's a little too whiny for Dickie. I think he's more just like, tell me about it.
I'm freezing my buns off.
Yes. Can you add a little accent maybe to see what that sounds like?
I can try.
Yeah, you can try to do it.
Let me see those tongs. I'm gonna trade those bad boys in at the trading house.
No, and I went back to like Mae West. I'm gonna trade those tongs in for one night with me, boy.
She's just drawn that way.
She's right.
Lips are drawn.
Don't think about it too much. You're good. You're great.
Let me see those tongs. I'm gonna trade these bad boys in at the trading post for a new blanket.
Awesome. Let's sit with that line for a second. I want to hear that you grab the tongs out of the person's hand and you're kind of playing with them, like, check them out, like, yeah, I could definitely use these to take down a bear. Okay.
Let me see those tongs. I'm gonna trade these bad boys in at the trading post for a new blanket.
Very, very good. Very good. Give her a round of applause. Fantastic. I would say, like, if you're pursuing voiceover, your wheelhouse is not a character like this, but you're definitely more like the sexy.
I usually do villains. I wanted to try something different.
I'm glad that you gave it a shot. Now you know.
Thanks for the feedback.
Absolutely. I want to hear a dude try this. Cameron, come on up. We don't have a lot of time. I might not do the whole thing. All right, same character. Let's see what Cameron comes up with.
It's getting chilly out here, Robert. I can't wait to get a new blanket at the trading post.
Tell me about it. I've been freezing my buns off. Let me see those tongues. I'm gonna trade these bad boys for a new blanket.
Awesome, awesome. Let's go back to the top. I love you came in with such an attack, and you kind of pulled it back like you were not, like, I loved it. Just go for it, make a fool of yourself, doesn't matter, but toughen them up a little bit more.
It's getting chilly out here, Robert. I can't wait to buy a new blanket at the trading post.
Quiet, please.
Tell me about it. I'm freezing my buns off. Let me see those tongues. I'm gonna trade these bad boys for a new blanket.
All right, cool. I like the voice. It's fun. It's like, would I just have him sound like that? Like it sounds kind of like gargoyle-y, a little weird. I mean, I like it. Can you, just for the sake of let me appease the other producers in the room here, can you make him sound like a little bit like a young boy, a little bit more?
Okay.
Go back in your little register here and maybe get rid of the gravel.
Let's see what that sounds like.
It's getting chilly out here, Robert. I can't wait to get a new blanket at the trading post. Tell me about it. I'm freezing my buns off.
All right, kind of like now again, like I mentioned with the other young lady, like it's still kind of sounding the same. It's like one rhythm. Each line is a different beat, a different thought. It's getting chilly, Robert. And then, like, imagine someone said, "Man, Dickie, it's awfully cold out," and you respond, "Tell me about it." You can even add like a scoff if you want, or maybe like he spit in the fire. I don't know. You can feel free to make it your own. So just take it from the top.
It's getting chilly out here, Robert.
A little louder than that.
It's getting chilly.
Louder than that.
It's getting chilly out here, Robert.
There we go. Keep it like that.
I can't wait to get a new blanket at the trading post. Tell me about it. I've been freezing my buns off.
All right, give him a round of applause. Good job there. You notice it's difficult to kind of maintain voice quality sometimes, maintain the energy and stuff like that. It's a little tricky stuff. I didn't mean to kick you guys out.
No, it's all good.
You're
We
good.
have a cafe to go to.
Oh yes, I'll be seeing you guys later.
Definitely.
Yes.
We love you.
Love you.
And thank you for the panel.
My pleasure, my pleasure. All right, I got one more thing I want to do, and then we'll do questions and stuff. But I got a fun thing. Speaking about Frank Welker, I wrote some copy where it's a hero and a sidekick. Ooh. And the sidekick is whatever animal you want, creature, whatever. The creature has dialogue, but no actual words. Ooh. So you'll be performing, and do you want to give it a shot?
Yes.
Come on up, come on up.
She's like, I got this.
Yes.
I'll read with you. We won't do. I want to have time for questions, so we'll do this for a couple of minutes. Tell me your name one more time.
Bridget.
Bridget. Okay. So I'm Sam. You're Sleek. And what is Sleek? What creature is Sleek?
A squirrel.
A squirrel. Nice. You've been dreaming about this all your life.
One of my favorite joke superheroes is Squirrel Girl. Okay.
I love
she's
Squirrel
great.
Girl. Yes. Yes. Right on.
She's the best.
All right. So you're a squirrel about the same size as the usual squirrel size.
Yes.
I have to know because there's a point where the size and the weight.
It's either that or we can go Pokemon and she's knee-high.
It's up to you.
Knee-high, let's
Knee
go.
high, all right, knee high squirrel. All right, so this is about it. It's in the future. It's a hero named Sam. I'll voice Sam, and his sidekick Sleek, voiced by Bridget. Now I'm going to read the stage direction, and I'll kind of lead you in, okay? So our hero Sam and his trusty sidekick Sleek are literally on the run from beastly minions. And Sam, he's running. While running, he says, "We got a boogie, Sleek. You got to run faster, buddy." And while running, out of breath, Sleek says, "I'm trying," but don't actually say I'm trying. Awesome, awesome, okay, I like that. Sam, while running, says, "Fine, I'll carry you. Come on, jump up, buddy." And then Sleek gives me a leaping effort. Not bad, very good. And then Sam catches it. All right, attaboy, I think we're gonna make it out of this one. And then Sleek gives us a sigh of relief. Awesome, awesome. As long as we can make it across that bottomless ravine up ahead. Sleek does a double take and an incredulous sort of reaction. Very good. My God, I usually have to pull it out of people. Hang on, buddy. I'm gonna jump it. Sam does a leaping effort. With that, Sam, holding Sleek, leaps across the massive cavern. Sleek reacts to the bottomless void below, and Sleek, in utter terror, goes. Excellent. Don't cut yourself off. And I go even bigger. Very good. They make it across the other side, landing in a heap. Sam landing and tumbling sounds. And then Sleek pops out of Sam's hand, bounces along the terrain. Give me some painful bouncing noises. Awesome. A little bit more. He's tiny, so he'll probably bounce a little bit faster. Awesome. Finally landing face first into a boulder. All right. That was more like gut first. Let's hear face first.
Gut.
I don't think it'd even be. I think it's just more like a cut off, like path kind of sound. Love it. Love it. Sam shakes it off. Sam says, "Ooh, Sleek, you're all right, buddy." Deep, sleek, dazed sound, seeing stars, but okay. Okay, awesome. Give me like a thumbs up sort of sound at the end. All right, don't look at me. We're beginning the scene here. Once again, dazed sounds, seeing stars, but okay. I mean, I saw the thumbs up, but I didn't hear it. You can even, I'll even accept like a...
Oh, like an okay kind of sound.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to keep you after class. We're going to work on this. Running, then a spacecraft in the distance waits to whisk them away, but the minions gain and begin firing plasma weapons. Sam and Sleek must dodge the incoming fire. Sam running and dodging. Sleek running and dodging, occasionally getting zapped. All right, you cut yourself off way too soon. I want to hear some running. And then dodging, and then the occasional like "bow" or whatever you want. Don't stop. Hi, I'm the director.
I don't know how long it's going on for.
It's going to go on until I tell you it's done. Give me like 5 seconds worth.
Okay.
Very good, very good. At the last minute, they run inside the ship and take off. Sam and Sleek are safe. Sam, exhausted, says to Sleek, "Oh, man, next time they send us on another crazy suicide mission, remind me to say, no mas, no bueno, adios." And Sleek laughs in agreement and basically copies what he says. Awesome. I was looking for, like, you just kind of copy what Sam says, like,
No, but adios. Oh, you want that one to actually be more vocal than Adam?
yes. You can kind of change it up.
Okay.
So I'll lead you in. Yeah, man, remind me to say, no mas, no bueno, adios.
No, adios.
Excellent. Give it a round of applause. That's not easy. That's not easy stuff to do. Have a seat. Yeah, most people can't get through the whole landing and tumbling sounds. It's like, ooh, they make these like weird things. I'm like, it's just like it's vowels. A-E-I-O-U. E-I-O-U. You know? Oh, that's sweet. He's so proud of you. We got 12 minutes. I would like to take this time to do some questions. We have questions?
Yes.
Yes, Cameron?
I think I already know the answer, but who would you say is your favorite voice director you've worked with?
Oh, my favorite voice director I work with is Ginny McSwain.
Ooh, nice.
You're probably thinking I was going to say Andrea Romano, who is very much on the top there. I love Andrea. I love Ginny. She's just no nonsense. Doesn't give line readings. Really challenges. She's from theater, theater background, summer stock, back in the day, and she's no bullshit, and I love her. And she also will throw me curveballs and have me do Frank Welker stuff when I don't think I can. She makes me do it, and makes me discover things I didn't even know about myself. Yeah, I work with her on Rescue Bots. Yes, Jose?
Yeah, I know. I saw on the YouTube that you did the Hocus Pocus Halloween 25th anniversary bash.
Yes, I did the promos for that as Biggs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You remember any of the jokes?
Do you remember any of the jokes? Something about, oh my gosh.
Like, something about you travel to a cat's and I can lick anywhere.
There was a joke where they went a little blue with Biggs. It's like, I'm here at a dog kennel. It's the only place I can get tail in this town. something like that. I'm paraphrasing. But I'm like, all right, why not?
Yeah.
A lot of my friends who are fans are like, I don't like bigs talking like that. Yes, Loki.
What's the best direction that you can give for improv?
The best direction for improv is just get out of your head. Is just do not. And this is I'm terrible at improv. Believe me. Like I take classes and it's a big challenge because I don't like failing. I don't like looking like a fool. It does not feel good. But it's my favorite phrase, like learning to fail with dignity. And I think a lot of people who do improv feel like I have to be funny. I always have to go for the joke. When all they want you to do is yes and perform at the top of your intelligence. You know, don't talk about NASA and the space program if you don't have anything to offer to that. You know, and listen to the other performer. That's also huge. I wish I had more time. I have copy where we can work with other actors, and it makes a big difference when you're feeding off of someone else. You know. Yeah. Yes, lovely.
What was your most frustrating voice acting role? Like, what was one that you had like the most difficulty with?
Oh man, frustrated and difficult is two different things. There was one. I did a show called Mucha Lucha. You watched Mucha Lucha? And so you got it. I played Ricochet, who was originally voiced by Carlos Azraqui, and Carlos did an amazing job. He got busy doing television stuff. They needed a replacement, and they hired me. I don't know why. But Carlos not only did Ricochet, but he did the big burly referee. And the referee talked like this all the time, and he was lucharan, and he was very loud. Every line was projected like this. And after 30 minutes, my voice was shot. So that was difficult. Frustrating. I did promos for Toon Disney Channel for years. Coming up next, it's American Dragon Jake Long, followed by a goofy movie, only on Toon Disney. I couldn't stand that job. It's hard to say that like it was a great gig. It was a lot of money, and anyone would like love to have had that. But there got to be a point where they were adding. One of my gifts is I can talk fast, and I can pack in a lot of words in 30 seconds or 10 seconds, like these promos wanted. And I just felt like they were adding more and more and more and more and more, and the sessions were taking longer. And I wasn't under contract. I wasn't an employee. But they demanded my time anytime they wanted. And like, you can't go on vacation. I'm like, what are you talking about? Wow. So it was a little bit of a political thing and a little bit of a professional thing. But I was turning into an asshole. Like my wife at the time, when she's like, dude, you're like so mean to your agent when he calls you. There were different agents for every facet, and the agent that was representing me for promo, when I heard his voice, was like, yeah. I mean, I was just not happy. I had to remove myself from that to be happier, and so that was that. You know, it's hard talking about like everybody wants work, but I also don't believe in putting yourself through that if it makes you mean to people and to yourself, and so there was that. Yes, Cameron, and then you'll be next.
Okay. How long were you planning on wearing that outfit?
I love that.
What outfit? This is an outfit. This is my everyday clothes, man. Yeah. You follow me on Instagram? This isn't the weirdest shit I wear.
Fair enough.
No, man. I just like to dress eccentrically.
I commend that.
Thank you, my man. Thank you, man. You can live your avatars outside of a con, ladies and gentlemen, if you want. Yes.
Yeah. So, how was it, considering your awesome shirt?
Yes.
I'm trying to find a Kovu shirt online because I want to wear it, and I'm like,
T-Public.
Oh, okay, now I know. I'm good. Because I'm like, oh yeah, so how was it though, work on like The Lion King 2, and then when they're making the movie, you're like, oh my god, I'm a lion! Whoa! That looks so cool!
That's exactly what I said when I was watching it.
Wow.
Oh my god, I'm a lion! Blow my mind, man!
Even I was like, I'm a squirrel!
It was great. It was a treat to do it. I mean, I was a big fan of the movie. The movie's no joke. It's a big product for Disney. I don't think I really read for it. I think they just gave it to me. Again, I wasn't this first guy they cast. I think the first guy was John Cusack. And then they're like, let's have Marsden do it. I don't know why. Thank you, sweetie. It was great. It was beautifully done. I mean, I always refer to it as like the unnecessary sequel. You know, the only reason those movies came out is to make money. You know, it was the straight to DVD movies.
It was awesome. It was so
Some of them,
but it's really, the directors did a great job. The story is great. The music is great.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. I love that y'all are like super hot for the Kovu.
Yes.
My friends call him Hot Topic Simba. Right?
Simba with a spray tan.
Yeah, you got it. Yes. Yes. I love how he's helped a lot of the young ladies go through puberty. Yes. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting at every con I go to.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
Yeah, that's what Yes, yes.
I mean, didn't Max Scoop also help with that?
I've heard that as well. I'm more so the guy with the scar, not the dude who was a dick to his dad. You know.
Yeah. It was that age.
That's why I don't work for Disney anymore. Hi. Another question? Yes.
Too old now.
What's your recommended best first step if you're really interested in pursuing this as a career?
Acting classes. Beyond that?
Once
we've gone beyond that, all right, then you want to get a reel together. You want to get a reel of your best self, your best talent. Also, you have to decide what facet of the voiceover industry do you want to be in. Do you want to focus on animation? Do you want to focus on commercials, radio commercials? Do you want to do promo narration? Coming up next, it's this, followed by that. Video games. There are actors, like, for example, myself, I can't get arrested commercially. I've auditioned for radio commercials. I just can't. I just don't book them. I don't know why. It's just not my thing. Video games, I don't do a lot of video games. There's guys like Nolan North, like that's his thing. He does video games, he does a little animation. There's guys who just do commercial that can't get into animation. So it's best to, I'd say, if you think you're great for all of them, make a reel for all of them. The reel should be no more than 60 seconds, and it needs to highlight your best stuff. If it's animation, what are your best impressions? What are your best original voices? Look into your personal life. Maybe you do impressions of your family members, or a teacher, or a friend. If you're going to do celebrity impressions, don't do Christopher Walken. Everyone does Christopher Walken.
And John Travolta.
Or John Travolta. I don't hear a lot of, John Travolta, but do something that's a little outside the wheelhouse. The competition is fierce these days. What separates you from the competition? If you're gonna make a reel for commercial, what I do if you want to save a few bucks, go look through magazines. Find ads that resonate to you. If you like a certain car, find an ad for the car. The ad will have, words, advertisement dialogue. Just read that and, find someone to mix a little music behind it, that sort of thing. If you want to do promo narration, again, like watch your favorite TV channel, listen to the person who's introducing the stuff, write down what they're saying, and then record it. But again, it's got to be tight 60 seconds, and then submit that stuff to your agent. Where are you local?
I actually live in Iceland.
What? That's awesome. What? You're fucking with me?
No, I'm not.
That's amazing. Is there a voiceover scene in Iceland?
Honestly, I haven't seen a lot. So I used to live in DC, and it was pretty active, especially for book reading.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that kind of voiceover, but I've seen there's a lot of film that is done in Iceland, but not a lot of commercial promo advertisement. So honestly, I'm not sure. There's a few video game companies, but almost all of them hire their voice actors from the U.S.
Gotcha. Well, you should. I've never had a problem with finding the right email or phone number and calling them myself, and not being intrusive. Just being like, hey, I'm Jason Marsden, and I understand you do this. I'm a voice actor. If you happen to need my services, here's my website. That's it. Do you mind if I check in with you once a month? That sort of thing. Email stuff. If people don't write you back, write them an email once a month. I mean, again, don't be like a pest. Some people, myself included, it'll take forever to me to get back to someone, and I'm always like, oh man, I'm sorry. Absolutely. Don't be afraid to follow up. But for pursuing voiceover, like I said, competition is fierce. There is it voices123.com? There are websites that are specifically for amateur, non-union voiceover actors to sign up and submit stuff. I mean, you're talking like, you know, the answering service for a hospital, or you know, something not as fun as like, you know, playing a squirrel. But it's, and I don't know what the money is in that. I don't pursue a lot of that, but I know people who solicit companies, yes ma'am, and they end up getting campaigns and making a good couple of bucks. Also good to have your own home studio if you can. I have to go. There's another panel coming in here. Are we satisfied with this? We have a good time? Yeah. Awesome. I'm signing pictures and taking selfies and hugs with people at 3 o'clock in the merch area, and I'd love to see you there. There's no obligation to buy anything. If you